Most remodelers run remodeling ads and hope for the best. This is the opposite. We helped our client pick one service, one market, and then built a marketing campaign that actually booked real projects. For context, this construction company does interior remodeling like basements, kitchens, bathrooms, but they also do decks. We started by focusing on one service versus shotgunning ads everywhere. $4,200 a month in Google ad spend led to $41,000 in signed design work, traced directly to Google Ads, plus 15 conversions from a single deck campaign in Michigan. Then, when deck season ended, we worked with them to evolve into a kitchens, additions, and basements approach. Let's walk through how we approached this shift and are turning it into a seasonal Google Ads playbook that we can deploy and drive the right projects at the right time for remodelers who offer a range of services. Hey, if you don't know me, I'm Spencer Powell. I'm the CEO over at Builder Funnel, and we help remodelers and builders generate revenue using content and systems. Hit subscribe if you want real case studies and tactical marketing and sales tips. Our goal here at Builder Funnel is to share what's working at no cost to you. And if you don't want to do this stuff yourself, you can always reach out to us for help, but otherwise we hope you use our free information to grow your business. Okay, here's the setup. Spring of 2024, it's deck season. Deck season hits. This remodeler doesn't spray the budget across 5 services and the entire state. They niche down decks in one city they want to target. One focused Google Ads campaign, a tight geography, and intent-based keywords. Not dozens of ad sets, not we do everything, just decks. What were the high-level results? It was $41,000 in signed design work, traced to the deck campaign. This also led to 15 conversions from the Builder Funnel deck search campaign. The campaign outperformed general marketing 5-1 at one point. We also had click-through rate boosting follow-ups, including an email subject line of how much does a deck cost in city name that pulled 25% click-through rate in April. That's not just traffic, that's a real sales pipeline. So let's break down why it worked. Winning ads are never just ads. We built a system surrounding the ads. So we had a service page that's a city and a location with decks. We had a landing experience aligned to the search term. Clear headline, trust badges, before and after pictures, testimonials, and a decision level call to action. So buyers that are ready. We had pricing content with SEO support. So we had a detailed deck pricing blog that answered in ranges and what moves the price number up or down. So materials, size, labor, permits, and lead time. We also used the 2 CTA rule. So those that are researching need a different call to action, and those that are ready need a different call to action. So if you're researching a pricing guide or a checklist or a calculator, and if you're ready, book a consultation or schedule a meeting. Every page gave both paths. Then we had follow-up emails that actually got clicked. We used short, useful, price-anchored subject lines, direct language such as how much does a deck cost in Grand Rapids. That's extremely relevant to these website visitors and now leads. We also installed closed-loop attribution tracking from click to close to allow us to see the original lead source, then into the sales pipeline, and then real revenue. But here's the mistake that we see most remodelers make. They run broad remodeling ads to the homepage, cross their fingers, and then they wonder why clicks aren't turning into calls. Broad intent keywords leads to broad messaging on your website, and that leads to no conversion. So we reversed it. We had specific intent, a specific page, a specific call to action. But then deck season ends. So what do we do after that? Here's where the pivot happens. When summer winds down, deck demand drops off. So we sunset the deck campaign on purpose, and we spin up 3 new ad groups for the next cycle: kitchen remodeling, home additions, and basement remodels, each with its own landing page so we can maintain specificity and keep conversions high. So why does this work? It allows us to match the demand to the season. So decks hit in the spring and the summer. Basements and interiors rise in the fall and the winter. In remodeling, demand is an extremely powerful force based on seasonality. So why fight against that when you can use it to your advantage? So here's the playbook that you can steal and use in your business, step by step. Step number 1 is niche down the offer. So don't advertise remodeling, pick a single service and city, like luxury composite deck installation in Omaha, or basement finishing in Columbus. Step number 2, build the landing page headline, deck builder in city name, pricing, timelines, and what to expect. After that, let's include some proof, so 2 to 3 before and afters, and 1 or 2 testimonials. Below that, trust, so we want badges, warranties, and financing details if applicable. And then our 2 CTA rule. Those that are researching and those that are ready need different CTAs. Step number 3, support it with content, so publish a pricing or a timeline blog and an FAQ that the ad and the landing page can reference. It improves the quality score and it warms up colder clicks. Step number 4, get the tracking in place. You've got to track your results. So use HubSpot or something similar to attribute results back to the original click source. Then we want to set up CRM pipeline stages that are tied to the source. That way you can measure revenue and gross margin dollars, not just clicks to the site. Step number 5, launch with intent keywords. So we want to start with the exact phrase, deck builder in city, deck contractor near me, deck cost in city, composite deck in city. Avoid dumping budget into broad matches on day 1. Step number 6 is the seasonality map. We want to plan our quarterly pivots. So spring and summer, maybe decks and outdoor living, fall and winter, basements, kitchens, and additions. You can also run some year-round tests if you do ADUs, luxury kitchens, a whole home, depending on your market. Step number 7, the creative and the email follow-up. The ad copy should mirror the page. So price ranges, timelines, and process, and then email subject lines answer the question in the buyer's head. Kitchen remodel timeline in city, what to expect. Or basement finishing, how long and how much. These are short, helpful, and they're linked back to your website. Step number 8, we want to evolve, not expire sunset campaigns before they fade. Let's roll that winning ad structure into the next seasonal offer so that your Google Ads account will keep learning. Here's what you want to watch on the scoreboard. Landing page conversion rate. We want to aim for 10 to 20% for high intent traffic. Then we want to look at our cost per lead on the form. What is the average cost of a conversion? And remember, sometimes a higher quality campaign has a higher cost per lead, but less cost per customer. So don't get thrown off by cost per lead. Next, let's look at the sales qualified lead rate. How many of the leads actually make it to a qualified appointment? And then, of course, revenue traced back to the campaign. We don't want to stop at leads and clicks. We want to track revenue and gross margin dollars back to your ad spend. And if it's not working, here are some quick fixes or places to check. You might have a mismatch somewhere. For example, your ad says composite decks, and then the page says general remodeling. So it's time to align ads and page. Maybe you only have one call to action. So add the researching CTA, guide, or a pricing checklist for those early stage visitors. This will help capture more market share as people visit your site. Or maybe you have thin or no pricing information. Add those ranges and drivers so that buyers that click feel that honesty and transparency when they land on the page. Maybe you have a slow loading page. If that's the case, compress images and consider lazy load for your galleries. Maybe you're missing proof. If you are, add some recent photos and add in those testimonials, so 1 or 2 video testimonials if you can. One focused offer with a matching page, clear calls to action, and clean tracking will outperform a bloated account every day. So this remodeler, they didn't get lucky. We helped them get organized, seasonal, and accountable. But what about you? Here's a quick action plan if you want to take this and put it into practice. Pick one seasonal offer in a city, then build or tighten the landing page with 2 calls to action, and then include pricing and timeline information, posts that page can reference. Set up your conversion tracking and launch with 3 to 5 intent-based keywords. Put a date on the calendar to pivot the offer when you go into that next season of the year. We turned a deck campaign into a repeatable playbook and then evolved it with the season, and you can do the same in your business. Feel free to reach out if you want our help, but otherwise, go crush that next Google ad campaign. See you next time here on Builder Funnel TV.